Hi, I've got a new perfume here to share with you, and I could positively say 100% that this is going to be the very first review on this particular perfume, which is by Chabaud. Honestly, I haven't heard of this line of perfume before until I was researching for chocolate perfumes. This is sold exclusively by Oswald here in the United States, and I think there's this other European website that you could order. This is a pretty new and unheard of line, and this uh, was a blind buy. Yes, call me stupid. I do that all the time, and sometimes I like it, and sometimes I don't. So it's either a hit or a miss. And this was not very pricey, so this was just a so-so and a safe buy. This was only $110, including shipping, so it's not that expensive. But because of the name, chocolate, I don't know how to say it. It could be Lait et chocolate. But anyway, that doesn't matter as long as the word chocolate is there. I'm a sucker for it. I have a sweet tooth and I love chocolate fragrances. I have the Montal Greedy. I have the Al um, Rehab Choco Mask. And I am so in love with chocolate fragrances. So this is by Chabaud, my son the parfum, and this is 100 ml or 3.3 fluid ounces, so you really get a lot for your money. So you could spray this like crazy, and you would still have a lot left, because this is really a very cheap fragrance. And I like the box. It has like this ostrich like and not so sturdy box. I mean, it's still a sturdy box, but it's not a very hard box. And it has like an ostrich embossed thing, dots there. And yeah, it says here it's a great perfume, always has a beautiful story to tell. So if a scent makes your heart beat, it shows a desire, a dream, an absence. With its evocative power, the past is reinvented, the future is dreamt about, an idea is transmitted. So this was um, made in France. The bag here is just for decoration. Good background. Okay, so this is the bottle itself. And the juice there, as you can see, is very yellowish. It's like very concentrated, and it looks like a ribbon. I mean, the top, and you just lift it, and this is like lucite or plastic, but this is glass. Okay, so let me just read the main accords here. It's sweet, cacao, vanilla, milky, warm, spicy. Okay, and the top notes are um well, all of those like chocolate. Well, honestly, guys, I thought because of the name, chocolate, I thought because of the name it would have like a Montal chocolate greedy kind of scent, powdery scent, but it's none of that. I don't smell the chocolate note here. However, this is a very, very pleasant smell. It's very subdued. It's not loud. It's very intimate. It's a skin scent, and it's not sweet. You know, sometimes when a perfume is very sweet, you tend to get headaches and nauseous. Especially in my case, I've got a very, very sensitive nose, and that's why I love citrus, um, Jo Malone kind of perfumes. But right now, my favorite, the ultimate favorite for me would be the um, Baccarat 540, and I'm just spraying it like crazy. I know it's very expensive, but it's just out of this world. And okay, sorry, we're not here to talk about that. Okay, so so it's a very, very simple bottle, and let me just spray it. Okay, just to test it again. I'm telling you guys, you can never overspray this. It will not, it doesn't have, uh, okay, let's talk about the longevity. I spray this all day long, especially at night, with or without a cream or lotion underneath, because they said that, of course, it's going to prolong the scent. But this one, if I spray it at night, I sprayed this last night at 9 p.m. on my left wrist and, no, not left wrist, but on my elbow, on my pulse point, sorry. And I could still, um, I could still smell it, until now. So I could spray 8 sprays or spritzes and it won't choke you. I'm telling you. This is like something where you can be forgiven for spraying a lot, because the first spray would smell like cookie-ish right away, or alcoholish, I'm not even sure if that is a term, but with the chocolate ingredient, every time I spray that, I'm telling you, I always sneeze, but that doesn't stop me from using it, because I get lots of compliments and stays on for a long time. And wherever I go, whatever I'm doing, I could smell it, and people around me could smell it, and I get approached a lot. So that is something that I expect from a perfume. But this one, you won't expect that. Projection is poor, but longevity is, I would say, moderate, because from 9 p.m. last night, it's already 12. It's like more than, it's like 15 hours, and I could still smell it. But yeah, I could still smell. Okay, let me tell you about the smell itself. I'm sorry, I'm just not too uh I'm so disorganized right now. I can't put my thoughts together. Okay, so I don't smell any chocolate here at all. Okay, so what I smell here is um, cookie-ish smell with dipped in milk, and hubby says that he could smell cream puffs, or this popcorn cereal dipped, with milk. And it's like buttery popcorn caramelized scent. We went to Pennsylvania to the Amish community like a month ago, and that is the scent. The more subtle caramelized popcorn scent. And I also found out that this also smells like my Joe Malone limited edition corn flour and oatmeal. So I'm not sure which one of those is close to it. If it's either the oatmeal, because I could smell like oatmeal here, oatmeal with brown sugar, and I could also smell the corn flour. You know, I don't exactly, how do I put this? I don't know what a corn flour is, but I do assume that when you boil corn with everything in there, including the skin and the hair and everything, it's like that. Back home, we do that a lot. We put it in a big cauldron or whatever and then we don't skin them, and then the smell is like that, and then they will let you drink it because apparently it's good for your kidneys. It's to cleanse. They use it for detoxification, or I don't know. They said that if you have UTI and kidney problems, you have to drink it and it's gonna help. That is the kind of juice. Even the liquid itself, it's like this. And this is a very, very greasy perfume. You can see I sprayed it on my here. It's greasy. I'm telling you, you can. It's very obvious when you spray this. It's very not greasy but oily. Okay, because grease in a good way. And this is like one of this is like the House of Sillage. I've had two of them, but I have sold both of them. I've had a House of Sillage Cherry Garden and this other perfume, uh, Hot's Bijou. And because the House of Sillage is very concentrated, it has a very high oil content, and it looks greasy also. It's like it's gonna stain, but it's not. But on my skin, it glitters, it shimmers. So I am it's like applying on a coconut oil on your skin, and um, there's a certain sheen to it. So, so yeah, so there. And if you're expecting chocolate notes here, I think you'd be disappointed. But if you like gourmand notes, and if you like the scent of honey oat corn flour Jo Malone, then you would like this. So at first I was a little bit disappointed, but then it grew on me. So the more I sprayed it, the more I fell in love with it. And not only do I spray it on both my arms and pulse points, I also spray it on my shirt and on your clothes. It's gonna be there for quite a long time. I could still smell my shirt until now. And on your skin, this is really, really good. This is not something nauseating, or because I just find the chocolate al rehab very, very concentrated, and it's very potent, and it's cloying, and sometimes it's gonna make you feel nauseous or get some headaches. That's why I spray that sparingly. I spray it mostly on my bed sheets. But this one, you can't have too many sprays. It's like 4 to 6 sprays and you're still good to go. But as I've said, it has poor sillage, but moderate longevity. It's okay, and it's a very, very subtle smell. It's not gonna be sweet. The initial blast of spray is overpowering, like the chocolate gritty. It's very overpowering, and then I would sneeze and sneeze. But this one, It's yeah, a bit like that, but then it settles immediately into a more mellow scent. So, would I recommend this? I highly, highly, highly recommend this. I highly, highly recommend this. It's a very, very good scent. It's for sensitive noses and for those who love gourmands, this is for you. And it's my very first time to use Oswald of New York City, and they also gave me three samples of gourmand fragrances, and I think I'm going to make a separate video on that because I really like the Montal vanilla cake, and yeah, I might order a whole bottle of that. But let's wait and see. So you could only get this from Oswald of New York City, and I love, 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 love this. And price wise, guys, it won't get any better than this. So far, my most expensive perfume is the Traveler set from Clive Christian that I don't even use because my hubby says it's too much and I don't like the 1872. I get headaches. I only like the number one there, and I didn't like the, was it X or Y? I'm not sure which letter. It was $312 that I bought from Saks Fifth, but I think I'm just gonna keep it just for the bottles. And so from time to time, I would spray number one, but then my husband would say to me that I feel like I'm sleeping with my granny. So I don't know if he meant it like in a good way, or I don't know because because my husband is um, English, and his granny, of course, was a very prim and proper, Irish, English woman. She was a doctor, and she would spray things like this, and so that's what he told me. I feel like I'm sleeping with my grandmother when every time you spray um, that number one, Clive Christian. And no amount of explanation could, make him erase that thought. I told him this is very expensive. In fact, this is the most expensive perfume in the world, and it's from, from your fellow Englishman, Clive Christian. And he would say to me, I don't care, but I feel like I'm sleeping with my granny. So, so there. And I also would like to address this thing because in one of my perfume videos, somebody did not like the comment that I made that there are some perfumes that would smell like granny. And she did not like that. And she said that it was a bit disrespectful, but uh, this is just to let you know that, of course, I said I am so in love with vintage jewelry, vintage handbags, and I do respect my elders. But, it's just a description. And she said that, which granny? Whose granny? I mean, universal smell of grannies to me is nice, flowery, strong Chanel number 5 scent. That is flowery scent. That would be it. And I I do not disrespect elders. Back home, in fact, the elders are our bosses, like a hierarchy, a matriarchal, whatever you call it, patriarchal, whatever. But I love anything vintage. But when I'm trying to describe something, because she said that some grannies smell of, poison or something like that. But I said my grannies, or most of the grannies that I come across with or I came across with, smelled of strong, flowery, powdery scent. And that is um, the thing that I've been trying to tell everyone. I'm sorry if this would offend people, but I also hear other YouTubers say that it's a granny smell. And what is a granny smell? A small, compact, powdery, flowery scent, and not in a disrespectful way. I love it. It's just that it doesn't work for me. And when not only that, whenever I wear that perfume, there was one time I wore it, and then people around me said, what is that grandma smell? It's a very strong old woman smell, old woman smell. And I was like, oh, that's me. That's my uh Chanel no, not Chanel, my Clive Christian. And sometimes I get that, I get that comments from other people. And so, and it's not a sign of disrespect. It's just that we all associated with our grannies great great aunts or whatever, because Chanel number 5 is a tradition. It's been passed down from generation to, I mean, how many decades already. And people seem to wear that before all the time and until now. So I think that is the universal granny old woman smell that people are talking about. And I'm telling you, it's not in a disrespectful way, but just to explain myself, that when I say a granny smell, I am not disrespecting old people as well, because you know probably in 30 years or I'll be a granny myself. So um no, it's not, it's just a description of a scent. And please don't take me wrong. And it's like when you ask kids what a granny smell is, they'll say, oh, powdery, flowery scent. That's it. And yeah, so there. So please don't spread negativity here. We're here to share what we think. And yeah, it's like when you describe a certain perfume, they say, oh, it's like milk from a mom's milk. It's like a breast milk. Okay, so I don't know if it's a good or a bad thing. Okay, so this is it. I mean, just keeping it real. Okay, my aunts did not smell of poison. Okay, they did smell of Nina Ricci-ish, Chanel-ish, powdery, small, strong flowers. I'm sorry, I've just been going on and on. But anyway, uh, I would highly, highly recommend this. I'm so in love with this, and my kids love it. That's the most important thing. If my kids love it, you know, I love it. I have two boys, and they love the chocolate greedy very much. And I spray my chocolate greedy everywhere, even on my hairbrush, and it just smells so good. So I think one on my wish list of perfumes is the Coco Blanc, and we'll see. I may have to sell a handbag just to get it. Okay, so for now, Chabaud, Lait Chocolat. This is a good buy, and it's a very, very nice scent. So to top it all, um, a subtle, sweet, I don't smell vanilla here, cookie-ish scent, caramelized popcorn butter with milk. Things like that. Okay? All right. Bye.